Batman Inc. 27.93, $10. Thank you, sir. Captain, do you know the Hebrew of Isaiah 54:5 refers to Yahweh as your makers and your husbands? John 5:38, Jesus calling God his Father makes himself, quote, equal to God, end quote. Hebrews 1:8, Father calls Son God.
That's a lot of verses. You said Isaiah 54:5 was the first one. Is that the first one?
Yes.
Okay, I have that here. And then you referenced John. What did you reference in John?
It was John 5:38.
John.
Can I read what that says?
Yeah.
I'm actually pulling all of them up first, and then I was going to read them. So you said John.
Jay, you could read it to the audience.
Okay, there's another one that ties into that. John 5:18 says the Jews sought to kill him because he not only broke the Sabbath, but said that God was his father, making himself equal with God. 5:18.
So John 5, Isaiah 54:5, John 5:38, John 5:18. Was there any other verses?
Hebrews 1:8.
Hebrews 1:8. Okay. So Isaiah 54:5 says, "For thy maker is thine husband, the Lord of hosts is his name, and thy redeemer, the Holy One of Israel, the God of the whole earth shall he be called." Verse John 5:18. I'm gonna read his verse first. Therefore the Jews sought the more to kill him because he had not broken the Sabbath, but he said God was his father. I don't see how that helps your point.
Making himself equal with God. You didn't read the rest of the verse, you liar.
Right. That's what the Jews thought, he was making himself equal with God.
That's what John says he was doing.
No.
Yes, it is. That's what it said. That's why you didn't read the rest of it, you liar. You cut the verse off. You cut the verse off.
This is what I'm talking about. So when it say,
you notice he didn't read it like he thought y'all were gonna making himself equal with God.
This is trash. I was actually
you're trash because you didn't read the rest of the verse. You cut it off, you liar.
The reason why I cut
You're
it off,
exposed again. You cut off the verse, liar.
Can I read the verse again? Therefore, the Jews.
I do want to just keep going because you gave me a time limit, Cap. You gave me a time limit.
I did. I'll give you 2 extra minutes if I could just break this down.
All right. Make it 5. We got a deal.
No, 11:17. Therefore, the Jews sought the more to kill him, because he had not only broken the Sabbath, but also said that God was his father, making himself equal with God. That's why the Jews sought to kill him, because they thought what he was doing was making himself equal with God.
He said he has the same power as God in John. He says he has the same power as God in John.
When he went to John, the 10th chapter, and said, I and my Father are one, they wanted to stone him then too. And he had to cut him and said, I'm the Son of God. He never said he was God.
The word God is a generic term.
The Jews did not understand nothing. That's what this is talking about.
You that doesn't understand nothing. You don't understand nothing.
1313 Maryland said for $5.
How you want to be black. That's all that shows.
Is that why 90% of the chat thought you lost?
All right, guys.
I thought you destroyed me.
I don't want to do it.
I thought you destroyed me.
I don't want to do it. I'm doing it. All right.